Primary Promise, a program at LAUSD that parents and teachers say helps students who are struggling, is being dismantled by Superintendent Alberto Carvalho. The LA Times reporting Carvalho says it costs too much and isn't that effective. LA Times education reporter Howard Blume is joining us now with more. Thanks as always for being with us this morning.
Happy to do it.
So what is Primary Promise? Explain what the program is, how effective it was, and now what's happening to it.
The Primary Promise essentially put more staff at the elementary school level. So you had a specialized teachers who would pull students out for 30 minutes, maybe in reading, 30 minutes in math. This would happen every day, essentially, for a small group of students. Then they would test these students every 2 to 3 weeks and adjust the teaching based on the tests. And basically it was to help the kindergarten through third graders really get off to a good start, especially in the wake of the pandemic.
So we know that that is a really critical age group in terms of development and learning. But didn't this program essentially take teachers out of the classroom to give personalized attention to a small number of struggling students? So really great for those students. But was it depriving a lot of the other students in the classroom of, credentialed instruction?
Right. Well, that is the contention of the current superintendent, Superintendent Carvalho. Now, obviously, this did not happen in all cases, but he is saying that my priority is the classroom teacher, and we need to give the classroom teachers some of the same skills through training that the Primary Promise teachers had. But there are people who said the Primary Promise program was working quite well, and they really object to its dismantling.
So it's kind of a question of, I'm sure those students greatly benefited from it, right? But it's a question of the greater good, perhaps? Is that the contention?
Well, that is the contention. The other overriding issue here is that there's only so much money to go around. And ironically, during this terrible pandemic, the school district was flooded with pandemic relief aid. So in order to help students in the moment and to help them recover, they launched all these programs that in fact did benefit students. But now some of that money is going away and they have to make very difficult decisions about what programs to sustain and what to keep going. And the backers of Primary Promise say, this is what you should keep and you should find something else to cut back. And Carvalho is saying, well, we need to do this in a different way that's more economically sustainable and more effective, although he has not presented his data yet, either on Primary Promise or on other programs. And
I think he also says that this is expanding, right? That he's expanding to other age groups, but not totally ignoring or shifting the instruction out of the K through 3 age group. Is that correct?
Well, yes. So there'll be fewer schools that are centrally funded with Primary Promise. So that is actually, Primary Promise is going away. He now calls it intervention. So there'll be fewer schools at the elementary level that have this central funding, but he's saying we need to give this to older students because the older students have these literacy and numeracy needs as well. And that can't be argued, really, but it's just a question of where the money does the most benefit for the kids, the most number of kids, as well as the kids who need it most. And it's actually a very passionate debate within the school district.
It's always a passionate debate when it comes to education, especially post-pandemic. So talk a little bit about the new program that's coming into its place.
All right, so there'll be less support at the elementary level, but they're trying to train the elementary classroom teacher so that the classroom teacher can do some of these things that the Primary Promise teacher was doing. But they're also going to expand some of this work into middle schools and also at the elementary school, make sure that it reaches more grades 4 and 5 students. They also want to work more on writing skills. So in some ways, they're going a little bit away from direct services to the student through this special program to training the teachers in the hopes that all classroom teachers can deliver some of these same services. But the people on the other side says, that's just too much to ask of the classroom teacher, and the students need this special pull-out help. And why don't you do this instead of some of the other things you're proposing? So again, as you said, whenever it comes to your children and the children of the city, the debate gets pretty passionate.
Yeah, it's a complicated issues, and you always do great reporting and very thorough. LA Times education reporter Howard Blume, thanks for being here.
Okay, I hope I made it simple enough. But
I think you did.